Well, hello and welcome to this exercise on circular theorem. It's based on a past exam question. Okay, what we have here is it says we've got it says each interior angle of a regular polygon with end size is 175 degrees, and we're supposed to find the value of n. Now, what I've done here is to use uh, this formula, which I prefer. It says 360 degrees is equal to n into 180 minus 175, where 175 is the value of each interior angle of this regular polygon. So when we simplify, we have that 360 is equal to 5n. If we then divide both sides by 5, we have 360 over 5 is equal to n. And when we simplify it further, n has got the value of 72. So this polygon has got 72 sides. Now part B. Now we've got this diagram here, and as we can see from the diagram, BA is equal to BD is equal to BC, and we also have that the angle DAB is 74 degrees, and the angle ABD is X degrees, and the angle DBC is 2 degrees, and the angle BCD is Y degrees. And we're supposed to find the value of Y. Okay, now to find the value of Y, firstly I need to consider this triangle here. Now this triangle is clearly an isosceles triangle, and if that's the case, if this is 74 degrees, this must also be 74 degrees. Okay. Now if we add 74 to 74, we have 148. If we then, because some of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, if we then subtract 148 from 180, that should give us the value of x there. So x has got the value of 32. Okay. Now, if x is 32, then it follows that 2x has got to be 64. Now, in this triangle, we're not in this triangle, this one here. Now, clearly again, this is an isosceles triangle. If this is y degrees, that must also be y degrees. Okay, right. We know that's 64. So for this triangle here, 2y plus 64 is 180. And if you subtract 64 from both sides, we end up with 2y is equal to 116. So go there. And if we divide both sides by 2, we have that y is equal to 58 degrees. So go there. So y 58. That's 58. And that's 58 degrees. And then it says, explain why AD is not parallel to BC. Now, firstly, I'm going to use the principle or the concept of alternate angles. If AD, this one here, is parallel to BC, then this angle here should be equal to this angle here because they are alternate angles. But they're not equal because we know 2x, or this angle here, is 64, and this angle is 74 degrees. So they're not equal. Therefore, AD is not parallel to BC. Or we could say some of the interior angles, this one here, this big one, and this one is not equal to 180 because that gives us a value of 190 degrees. Now, if AD is parallel to BC, then the sum of the interior angles has got to be 180, but we've got 190 here. So AD is not parallel to BC. Now, I hope all that made some sense. Okay, now for part C, we've got this diagram which is almost self-explanatory, but let's go through the whole process again. And A, B, C, and D lie on the circle, center O. Now, angle AOB is 150 degrees and angle BDC is 27 degrees. Okay, and then it says calculate. We need to calculate two angles here. Calculate. The first one is calculate the angle ACB. Right. Now, to do that, we know that this chord AD subtends the angle 150 degrees at the center, and the same chord subtends this angle ACB at the circumference. So ACB has got to be half the angle subtended by the same chord at the center. So ACB has got to be 75 degrees, half of 150 degrees there. So ACB is 75 degrees. Okay. Now, next, we're supposed to find the angle OAC. So we're going to find this little angle here. Okay. Now, we're going to start from this isosceles triangle here. Isosceles because two of the sides are equal, being the radii of this circle here. So they've got two sides equal, and if that's 150, if we then do 180 minus 150 and then halve it, you get the value of 15. So this angle here is 15. So is this one here. So that's 15 as well. So this angle is 15 there. Okay. Now, moving on. The chord CB subtends an angle 27 degrees at the circumference. Now, the same chord CB also subtends an angle at the circumference. Therefore, it also must be 27 degrees. So that's 27 degrees. So that's 27 degrees there. So if all that is 27, and that's 15, then OAC has got to be 27 minus 15, and OAC is 12 degrees, and that's what's required. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Hopefully see you again sometime. Bye bye now.